Welcome back. I'm Coach Tina, and today we're going to talk about core strength and how to build it. Let's get started. When people think about core strength, the first exercise that comes to mind is planks, just holding that plank. Now, this is important because holding that plank properly means you really feel this whole midsection engaged. But there's an exercise or a type of exercise we're missing that's even more important for strengthening the core. Let's talk about the actual body. So if you've seen a skeleton, I'm going to see if I can place a little skeleton gif right here. You have your rib cage, your arms, all the skeletal structure here. You've got your hips, your pelvis, your bones in your lower body all down there. And the only thing connecting that upper structure and the lower structure is that spine, right? So just the spine, which is not a durable structure on its own. It's your entire core and back muscles, everything here and here that supports your body. So upper body and lower body are connected by the core. The core is what supports you picking up something. Oops, just dropped that. Like it fell and I come down here, my arms are picking up, my legs are, but this section is what helps me stabilize. Or if I've got two heavy things, grab this one so you can see. My arms are working, but between my legs and my arms, what's helping me stay upright is the core. So now that we got covered why this is important, it's not about six-pack abs. This is what supports our structure and our strength, especially when we get older. So the exercise we're missing, or people neglect to think about, is anti-rotation core exercises. Anti-rotation core exercises means I'll be challenged in a certain way and try not to move. So let's say I'm picking up this weight here, right? The weight's heavy and it's going to want to pull me down. So I'm going to pick it up and my core is helping me stay without being pulled down. This is helping me stabilize. So we're going to go over two types of exercises, actually just anti-rotation exercises, to show you why you need to do that type of core exercise as well. One example of an anti-rotation exercise does use the plank. And I'm going to show you so that you'll know how to do it and how to do it where you're actually strengthening your core. Get into a high plank position, and feel free to do this with me as you're watching it. Get into a high plank position, and in this position you can see I'm trying to make a parallel line to the ground. My butt's not riding up towards the ceiling. It's my pelvis is tucked and I'm really squeezing in the middle. I'm going to widen my stance and you'll see why. Widen my stance and tap my left hand to my right shoulder without moving my body. So I'm really tight, drawing my quads towards my belly. I'm tapping slowly. My butt squeezes as one arm comes up. This is an anti-rotation exercise in that as I change the balance of my body, I'm working really hard not to move the body. So if I was doing this, it's no longer a core exercise. Every time I move my body means this whole midsection is not working. So an anti-rotation exercise means the work is in not moving. So in this position, I'm really squeezing, pulling my quads in, my stomach's tight. I'm alternating taps, keeping my body as still as possible. That is anti-rotation. Another example of that, if we're going with a slightly more advanced exercise, will be with a renegade row. You're going to be using two dumbbells, getting into that same high plank position. So it's the same idea, but with dumbbells. High plank position, very wide feet. It is not cheating going wide. Wide feet gives you a better balance, and you rather have better balance so that you cannot move than go with what people are like, oh, it's harder with feet together. If your body's moving, then you're no longer maximizing this core exercise. So high, wide feet, tucking my pelvis forward, my butt is squeezing. My butt squeezing as if I'm holding a crisp $100 bill. No one's gonna take that from me. My midsection is tight, and I'm gonna pull up. And you can see I move a little, but I'm trying not to move. I'm trying to stay as still as possible. What you'll see often in the gym is people moving like this. And if you move like that, you're no longer making it an anti-rotation exercise and no longer working your core as efficiently as possible. So if you haven't already started using anti-rotation core exercises in whenever you're working on core strength, I'm catching my breath, incorporate it. Those are two examples of it. You can always Google more. Other ones would be like a chop, resistance band chop, or a Palloff press, where something's pulling you from one direction and you're trying to hold it still. So anti-rotation exercises, extremely important for core strength, because in everyday life, nobody stays still like in a typical standard plank. You're gonna pick something up from the side. You're gonna pick up your dog. You're gonna pick up your kids. That's working on anti-rotation and strengthening your core. I hope this has been helpful. And you know what I need you to do? I want you to like this video and make sure you subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time.